Hello guys, this is Calvin. Welcome back to a brand new video where I kind of just go over like how I made Getaway Stranger songs and all that. And this song is for my latest drop. As of the time of this video, I'm recording this before I even drop the song, but because the day is September 5th right now, and the song drops October 13th. So I'm saying this for release after the song drops and stuff. And conveniently, so this is not like intentional. I just happen to be wearing like the same hoodie from the music video. Just check that shit out. Even the same jeans, like literally like everything. Like I literally like this is the music video fit, and it wasn't even like intentional. So there's that, I guess. But I'm just gonna be going over like production, I guess, like just what the song's about, and just what I usually do, like how like what I did last time with Limelight. And this song was started shortly after I released Limelight. And it was it was weird because Limelight was probably like my most like upbeat song to date. And then for some reason after I dropped it, I got this insane high from it, and that just like came down and crashed. I just like went through this really dark period, where I remember it was just like this really like intense loneliness for like a minute. Then like the day after I kind of started the song, just wrote it. I found the guitar loop, and it just I don't know, and it was just constant flow from there, I guess. And so the song was created. So yeah, I'm just gonna be going over production wise. So like I said, the song started with this guitar, which is just a guitar sample, not recorded by me, but I'm gonna play it here. So it starts off with it's like a pitched down guitar, pitched down version of it, and then I made it fade into the guitar, like the main guitar. So how I did that is like I originally had gross beat on it, but for some reason gross beat was like making like clicky poppy sounds. So I had to like manually kind of gross beat it myself. So I exported the guitar, slowed it down, but kind of double slowed it down. So it's extra slow. And then that was like the intro. The intro is the pitched down guitar, and then it kind of fades into the like the main guitar here. So you can hear that intro, just the pitched down guitar. So if you guys want, I guess I can play just the guitar fade in by itself, and then I'll play like the pitch down guitar fade in by itself. So the way it slowly kind of creeps into the mix. Right, and then the pitch down guitar. That volume goes down. That just completely cuts out once like the intro kicks in. So there's that, and then I know I want to kind of simpler drums. So these drums are pretty easy. I made the hi-hat loop myself. It's a very simple hi-hat loop. Play that. It's like that loop just repeats throughout the entire song. And then let's see, the kick. Right, well, in the intro, it's just the hi-hat and the snare, right? So it's the snare by itself here. Kind of a filtered little snare. And once the actual chorus kicks in, I actually layer it with a very subtle snare that has more higher frequencies in it, just so it's not as muffled once like the chorus kicks in. So it's a very subtle difference. This is like once the chorus kicks in. You can hear it's just a tad sharper, you know. Oh wait, no, I didn't even enable it. Sorry, I'm like, yeah, it's you know, producer illusions. You know, sometimes you think you hear something, but okay, here's the. So I'll actually, so you guys can hear. I'll play the layered snare by itself. Super quiet. Let me bump that up for you guys. Right. So that's layered in the chorus with the main snare. So it sounds like this. Without it, with it. So as you can hear, it just adds a very tiny little like sharpness to it, right? And then back to the intro, you can hear just the hi-hat and the snare. And then once the chorus kicks in, we have the kick, of course. So then we have some kick rolls that come in. There it is, kick roll. And that pretty much like kind of repeats throughout the entire song. So there's that. Then I guess this kind of counts as drums, but this little impact sound I added like once the chorus hits. Right? Sounds like that. So you can hear that with the drums, like once the chorus kicks in. So, right? And then what really makes the chorus is this like a little bit of ear. I call this stuff like ear candy and stuff. And it's this like little I don't know what it's like, kind of chimes, I guess, if you will. But I added this on the impact to just add that kind of emotion once the kick came in. Because it really gives that emphasis and just adds a nice little bit of emotion. So I'll play that by itself. I really love that sound. That, in my opinion, is like what really is like kind of the centerpiece for this song in many ways. But so here are like the drums with that, with the impact and also the right. So that's that. And then later on, actually, so starting at the ending of the second verse and in the second chorus, we have another little ear candy element that gets added, and it's just this sound. Let me bump the volume so you can hear that better. Bump it up even more, actually. Right. So that gets added, like I said, end of the second verse and into the second chorus too. And you can hear that layered with the other ear candy element I mentioned earlier, so just like that by itself. And so every time the other ear candy element comes in the second chorus, it also gets layered with that other the newer ear candy element I showed you guys. And that's a bit that's it as far as drums go, and like kind of the ear candy stuff, right? So now we're going to go into, I guess, like the more melodic elements, right? I showed you guys the guitar. I guess we'll go to the bass now. So the bass is actually 2 layers. So it's this main bass pad right here. This is when it kicks in the intro. Also, throughout the song, I add these little bass pad slides to just keep it interesting, and to kind of flow with the vocals, I guess, at points. And that's layered with another gritty bass layer, doing the same notes for the most part, but there's one part where one of the bass layers, I forget which one of the bass layers does a slide, but the other one stays the same, because I felt that whenever they both did a slide, it kind of felt too intense, and it kind of overlapped like the vocals a bit. So I changed the out point, so just one of the bass pads does a slide at a certain part, and I forget which part it is. But so yeah, those are the bass parts individual. I'll play them together for you guys. Here's without the gritty bass, with the gritty bass, without the main bass. You can hear that by itself. And then again, bass layers together. Then in this second verse, I made it do a certain slide, like at the end of it. Yeah, it's just in the instrumental bit. Hold up. Yeah, I had that little slide just to keep that part interesting, since it's like just instrumental and stuff, and there are no vocals. And then I guess lastly, instrumental wise, let me check everything. Yeah, I guess that's about it, kind of. We have this song, by the way, is one of the most simple songs I've ever done instrumentally. It's about as simple as my song Solstice, and this song to me is kind of a Solstice part 2 in some ways. So like, especially like lyrically, because it very much is kind of in that heartbreak theme, but it also ties in more themes of loneliness. Because in Solstice I was like, I like a lonely vibe, and this song is kind of like I'm tired of it, you know. So this is a a pad that I added that gets added in the final chorus that just adds like a bit more emotion in my eyes. So you can hear it by itself. And this carries into the outro as well, right? So you can hear it with the guitar. Here's the guitar without the pad, so you can hear what the pad is doing. So it's just the guitar, and then here's the pad when it gets enabled. Right? Just the pad again, and then we can enable the bass too. And then I guess we'll get to vocals. Now vocally, there are a couple layers here, just like with Limelight, and what I usually do with all my songs. There's a pitched down vocal and a pitched up vocal, very subtly in there. Pitched up vocal. This is pitched in a way where it doesn't like chipmunk it. So, and then together just adds a little bit of beef to it. I do this to all my vocals pretty much. Then the octave down vocals.
Rather die than live lonely.
Very monotone, but
rather cry than drum my sorrow again.
It serves.
And they want you to kill your head.
It serves as like just like a little layer that you'll notice this in like a lot of emo trap songs, kind of that kind of like octave down layer that they'll record. And the main vocals like this.
Rather die than live lonely. Rather cry than drum my sorrow again.
And then here is it with just the octave down vocals that I recorded.
Rather die than live lonely. Rather cry than drum my sorrow.
And here it is with all the vocal layers together.
Rather die than live lonely. Rather cry than drum my sorrow again.
So yeah, that's that. And at the end, you won't notice this because it's so tucked into the background. Because I record them and I like them very subtly, but when it was too much, I just didn't really like it. So in the final chorus, there are actually these vocals of me just like shouting. Basically, I was like, I don't know, I was really emotional when I recorded these like final like backing vocals that show up in the final chorus, but very subtly, and they were just like too much. But I kept them just, I don't know, as a subtle thing to put into the final chorus, so I'll play those. It's very quiet, you can pretty much not hear it, but... Oh, let me... I'll expose myself, we'll up the volume on these so you can hear it better. I'm ready to cringe, but it's a subtle layer that I guess kind of works nice in the final chorus when it's super quiet, so... Yeah. Yeah. So those are filtered out and really thrown into the background. Obviously for good reason. Now that's it. As far as the vocal layers go, and that's pretty much the whole song. It's probably one of the most simple songs I've ever done production-wise and even vocally. At one point, I wanted to record like left and right vocals, but I add micro shift to my vocals, and the micro shift was doing enough as far as filling out that space that even in the chorus, I didn't need to record LR vocals. It was just fine the way it was, in my opinion. And I sent it off to my engineer, Brian Shortell, who of course killed it as always. He's the same dude who mastered Limelight too. He executive mixed this track, and he also executive mixed Limelight, so... he's a beast. Yeah, then me and my friend Tyler shot the video. Kind of before the song was done, but it was enough to where we could shoot the video. That's how the song came together. I wanted the song to kind of tackle the topic of just this really intense loneliness that I was feeling. And then, yeah, so that's the song. Hope you guys enjoy. Any other, maybe, I don't know, there's a random song of mine that you want maybe like a deep dive in. If you do, let me know, but I don't know. I probably like I don't know, especially my early stuff. Like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I may. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and love you guys lots. I'll link the official song down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.